Good morning, YouTube. My name is Will. Wow, the channel just hit 20,000 subscribers. Well, not this channel, but Enzo and Lotus, my main channel, just hit 20,000 subscribers. That's pretty crazy. And I want to use this channel to help other people build YouTube channels like I have. So today we're going to be talking about how I daily vlogged in January for 30 straight days. Hi, my name is Will Sanders. This is Evolving Content, and today we are going to be breaking down again how I built my channel, That Enzo and Lotus, up to now 20,000 subscribers in less than a year. Seriously. So I daily vlogged for January 2nd through the 31st of this year, 2020, and it taught me a lot of things. Not only did I learn a lot, but my channel benefited tremendously. I had more views, which equated to more AdSense revenue. And frankly, I had a lot of fun making all those videos. Now, that's not to say it wasn't hard, it wasn't stressful, it wasn't something that I sometimes regretted getting myself into. And we'll talk about all the negatives as well, but ultimately, overall, it was a good experience for me. So if you guys aren't familiar with my other channel, That Enzo and Lotus, you can check it out. I'll link it below. I'm sure I'll probably put it up on the screen as well. But it's basically a vlog channel following my life with my German Shepherds. You see occasional appearances of my wife and of our cat Rally, but really it's just a vlog. We also do a lot of German Shepherd how-tos or like trainings and just different things around the breed. I feel like I'm talking really loud. So I have this whole overhead contraption if you watched the last video, and my cable for the mic like broke or something. I kept getting feedback, so I'm not able to use it. So now I only have a mic cable that's like this long, so I've got it on the camera, which is like, can't even touch the camera. Now, I don't know how you found this video, but if you found it through search, you probably realize that I'm not the only one that's covered this topic or something similar to this topic. And I feel like when you do this, it falls into two categories. I should say that, well, hold on. So it falls into two categories. You have the experts who are, you know, your YouTube guru type channels, kind of like this, honestly, where they're not really making videos themselves. They're more just making videos about how to make videos, if that makes sense. I mean, that's really what this channel is. And then you have like the vloggers and the people who are actually making the content, who will either randomly make a video talking about how they daily vlogged or something, or may do it themselves as an experiment and talk about it, or maybe they just kind of mention it in passing. Followed with our channel and you watch any of those videos back in January, I mentioned a lot that, you know, I'm doing daily vlogs and stuff. I think at one point I did do like a little recap or something, but I didn't go into a lot of depth because it's just not something I don't think that audience is necessarily interested in. It's something better suited for this channel. So in my experience, the experts, I like to use the quotes, I just think it's funnier, seem to think that daily videos really aren't that necessary. And I'm not saying they're all this way, this is just kind of the ones that I've come across. The general belief is 1-2 videos a week is sufficient to stay, you know, to build a successful channel. Then you have, like I said, the people who are actually vlogging, who are making channels that just happen to talk about this, and they all seem to swear by, you know, it was when I started daily vlogging that my channel really took off. I'm a car guy, if you didn't know, so I follow some car YouTubers, and I've heard it on multiple occasions. Damon Fryer from DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, has mentioned this multiple times. Mike from Street Speed 717 has mentioned this as well, and there's others. So it's kind of interesting that the people that are making YouTube say you need to make more videos, and the people that are making YouTube on how to make YouTube say you don't. So at face value, it seems pretty obvious, like, well, trust the vloggers. What do these so-called experts know? They're not even the ones making the videos. Well, it's not quite that simple, but we'll talk a little bit more about it. Now, there is a third category besides the experts and the actual people vlogging, and that is the category I like to call Gary V, which is just Gary V. He also believes that you should be throwing as much content as you can. Not crap, mind you, but as much content as you can. And if you look at his own YouTube channel, he's anywhere from 5 to 7 videos a week. And he is regarded as being a very well-established social media expert. So it kind of leans that, I feel like he pulls a lot of weight towards the more is better. Now, again, I'm not knocking the so-called experts. A lot of these people are really smart, and a lot of them I've learned a lot from. But this is something that I see mentioned over and over and over again. This, you know, really 1-2 times a week would be good if you could do that. And I just never align with that. I never believe that 2 videos a week is enough. Now, you could make the argument that these experts are focused more on business clients. That's where they make most of their money anyways, is through consults and helping businesses that want to grow their social media, or people for that matter that are doing YouTube more as a business. But even then, I still think more is better. So let's talk about what YouTube themselves said. There is interviews out there with people who actually work at YouTube who tell you you don't have to do 4, 5, 6, 7 videos a week. But they also don't tell you how the algorithm works. We know some things because they've told us, and other things we can kind of infer based on common sense or just what we've witnessed. But generally speaking, it's not an exact science. It's a lot of art to it. So why am I talking about this? One thing that people have accepted is that the thumbnail and the title, and to a lesser degree, the description and the keywords, make the most importance of getting your video clicked on and getting views. In my experience, a lot of people who say they want to do YouTube do it because they follow some big YouTuber or something, and they're like, man, that looks like fun, I want to do it. The thing is, with a lot of big channels, I'm talking like massive millions plus subscriber channels type things, is they're so big and they have such an audience that I'm not saying they don't do good thumbnails or good titles. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is you can't use them as necessarily what's gonna work best, because they have such a large audience, they can get away with things that as a small channel you can never get away with. So if you go out and create a channel and which you should never do, mind you, for many reasons, but if you were to just try to mimic a large channel, you're not gonna get any traction. And we know this because YouTube has told us this, that a new channel is not gonna get pushed out as much. The algorithm is not gonna trust them, so it's gonna be very slow. Okay, we'll show it to a few people, we'll show it to a few more. So your first videos are only gonna get so many impressions, and the next one might get a little bit more impressions. And hold on, impressions, by the way. Impressions are how many times people see your video. So whether that's in search results, whether that's on the right hand side for you guys, whether that's in the suggested videos at the end, any of that stuff, that's an impression. So if people see the video on their screen, that's an impression. YouTube, as you grow, will give you more and more impressions. As they come to know you better, come to trust your channel, kind of understand what the channel is about, which is why we talk about niching down. I talk about that in one of my first videos. You want to have a specific niche, that way it makes it easier for the algorithm to understand what you're trying to do. So if YouTube is telling us that as a new or new-ish YouTuber, you're not going to get a lot of impressions on your videos, what can you do? Well, you can make a lot of videos. So if you can't get a ton of impressions on one video, but you can get a little bit on each video, well then just make a lot of videos and get a lot of impressions that way. Welcome to Daily Videos. Appreciate you guys as always. Subscribe for more content. Check out the pup channel if you hadn't. If you want to see car content around the Evo, which is what this channel is named after, you can check that out on my first channel. Otherwise, appreciate you guys as always. My name is Will Sanders. This is Evolving Content, and I will see you next week. Later.